The first time I got locked in my cell, I was bricking it. I ran my hands up and down the door until they were red raw. Even then they wouldn't quite accept there was no handle. I was bricking it when I first walked down the corridors, painted the same colour as the inside of someone's mouth, some skanky person who didn't brush their teeth or eat any vegetables. Obviously I was bricking it when I saw a woman get dragged out of her cell, blood all over her jeans and her tracksuit from where she'd cut up. When I got my first negative for leaving an IT lesson without a toilet pass, I didn't just brick it. I stared at the laminated poster of 3 women laughing and holding hands. Each woman was a different race, but they all wore polo necks and had obviously never been to prison, with a speech bubble coming out of the blonde one's mouth, saying, "Let's be friends with everyone." And I wanted to run. Of course, I couldn't run. Couldn't scream or even stamp my foot. The only thing I could do, in the 3 or so seconds between me opening the door and the teacher and the other girls seeing my face, was let a tear drop out of my eye. But what made me brick it harder than any of these things was finishing the sentence before this one. What if you weren't just the first good thing about me, but the last? When I sat down in the progress room, Erika smiled. "Hello, Beth. How have you got on this week? I've been thinking of you and your list." She smiled with her mouth and her cheeks and her eyes, as if me being in the room was better than me not being in it. I smiled back. "Not bad," I said. "Actually, I just thought of the second good thing. It's running." Her eyebrows jumped all over her forehead. Running? My legs started jiggling as soon as they heard the word. I had to remind them, again, that there was nowhere to run, not in here. It's the only time I feel good. When I went running after I did the bad thing, the one that got me locked in here, even then I felt good. "Go on." Somehow, as if she'd pulled a plug inside of her, the expression drained out of her face. "Take me back." With her there, but not there, the past felt like a good place to go. There are days when I wake with a spring in my chest. Maybe I'll run round the park with you in the pushchair. Maybe I'll sing to you all up and down every aisle in Tesco. Then I see the toilet bowl and the sink in kicking distance from my bed, the bars on the window. Then I remember. I remember the bad thing. It's as if someone is whacking me round the head with a sock full of gravel. It pushes me back down to the bed. Take a few deep breaths, then I force myself back up, because you have to get up when they tell you to get up in here. The days after I did it were the springiest of days. All I knew was I needed to get away, as fast and as far as possible, as soon as possible. What better place to go than a running festival? Running for Fun was its name. I'd first noticed the poster months back, when you were this lovely warm weight inside of me, and I was waiting for my appointment at the health centre. Every human on the poster wore a happy red face. They were running for fun and raising money for children with cancer at the same time. They were also rich enough to afford £100, which apparently was a fantastic deal for 2 days of inspiring talks from world fitness experts, plus socials, buffets and organised races. Worst of all, it was in Leicester. Getting to Tesco was a trek, with a nearly ready-for-the-world baby in my belly, never mind some weird town far from London. But the poster popped up everywhere, in the library, at the doctor's, at bus stops, and each time I saw it I felt angrier and angrier that I couldn't go. In the days after I did the bad thing, I wasn't me. I wasn't anyone. I could do anything. I could go to Leicester. I could take out yet another payday loan and spend it on a Tony and Guy haircut, on new Nike leggings that stretched the whole Milky Way around my thighs, go to a specialist running shop where they shove you onto a treadmill that works out what's weird about your feet. "Every person," said the girl in the shop, her ponytail swinging though the rest of her was still, "puts their weight on a different part of their foot. You put too much weight at the front. I'm surprised you don't trip up. I'd recommend the A-Sol Gel Elite. They're actually marked down to £120. Before this, I'd run in my last foster mum's old Reeboks, Primark leggings and my Somerset High School cross-country team T-shirt, which was still 2 sizes too big. I was only in that club for a year before they chucked me out, but I was the best, the coach said.